I tell you what, folks, I'm here with the Icon who was in that fateful four-way elimination match some time ago. Now, Icon, you gotta tell me, what are your feelings going into this match?
I'll be honest with you, JR, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to take every single one of them out, one by one.
Well, man of little words there, but you gotta tell me more than that. What are your tactics going into this matchup?
I'm just going to beat the living hell out of all of them until they can't walk no more. And then when they can't walk no more, I'm going to put them out for the 3 count.
Well, I tell you what, folks, that is a man who does not mince words. But please, have you got any messages for your opponents tonight, especially the man who's holding that title belt, the Dogfather G?
There's going to be pain.
Oh, I tell you what, King, I'll see you later.
Thanks, JR. Strong words from the Icon. I'm here with 3 times tag team champions, Crash and Burn. Any words in reply for the Icon?
All I can say is this is the second time that Crash and Burn and that right Crash, we've been dragged into a match that doesn't have any concern of ours. It's all when we were the tag team champions, we were pulled in by the Icon and the Preacher by New Stampede Wrestling's GM purely to satisfy some niggling hunger to take our titles away. Don't know why. And this is just another reason to break us up. The Icon, the Preacher, and the GM have a lover's tiff, and we get dragged in, and they're trying to break us up. Ain't that right, Ash?
Yes, it is.
But they're not going to. See, this man is my brother. This is my warrior right here. I would lie down in the ring if it comes to it. This is my title. I'm the champion. If I have to lie down in the ring to keep this brotherhood alive for the 1, 2, 3 count, I will let that happen. But it's not going to happen. Do you know why? Because when you back a dog into a corner, a dog will bite you. A dog will attack. Ain't that right?
Yes, it is.
So what's going to happen tonight is me and Crash and Burn, me and Ash, we're going to go out there, and I'm going to put these big white size 9s right up the Icon's ass, and the Preacher's going to get bombed. Ain't that right, my boy?
Yes, it is.
All I got to say on that, I got beers to drink and a title to polish.
Strong words of unity there from Crash and Burn.
Actually, I've got something to say. I've been hiding in the shadows for too long now. It's time the real champion shows himself.
Well, not as all as it seems in Camp Crash and Burn. Over to you, JR.
Well, thank you for the interview, Pepper. Much appreciated. Those are some strong words from the Dogfather, the champion, and his young partner. But now I gotta introduce a budding young superstar, the Preacher. Why don't you come out, Preach, and tell us a few words? What are your feelings going into this match, Preacher?
I don't feel anything's gone into this match at all, apart from a pure talent known as the Preacher. I'm here, and I'm going to settle a score against you, the Icon, and you, Crash and Burn. You're going all the way down.
Well, I'll tell you, folks, there's some strange new attitude and attire from you there, Preacher, since we saw you last in September. What exactly have you been through since that turbulent time?
Well, I think God chose to ignore me, so I dove a little darker into the Devil's Bible. And what I found there was the attire to wear to be a superstar. And that is all I will ever be, and all I will ever strive to become until I kill you all.
Well, this seems like a pretty redundant question, but any messages from your upcoming, people you're gonna fight?
Be prepared to hear the Devil's whisper.
Thanks very much. We'll catch up with you later, Pet. Well, I'll tell you what, those 4 young men, they are the focus of tonight. However, it is not a no disqualification contest. We need a man to referee right down the middle. Now, there has been some controversy since last September in the hardcore title match. But I tell you what, a former Machine Mark sponsored referee is here tonight to judge the contest and hopefully give us some insight into what is going to happen out in the ring. Can you please tell us what's going to happen?
I mean, a lot of people have questioned my integrity after the last fight, but I call it as I see it. You know, there's nothing that I did to influence the match, and if anything, I was attacked after that match. You know, so I have no grudges. It's not my nature to hold a grudge. I will call this match right down the middle, as I see it, as I always do.
Well, that might be very well true, but I have to ask, with the absence of the Ultimate Wiper, will there be a huge influence on how this match is gonna go? I mean, you did suffer some serious head trauma from the last match.
You know, I don't think there will be. I think the 4 gentlemen in the ring are true professionals. They will treat me with the respect I deserve. You know I can go in there and call it as I see it, and there will be no repercussions.
Oh my God! What the hell? We're screwing me last time! Hey, we're trying to do an interview here. What the hell do you think you're doing? God damn it, Pepper! I tell you what, it's gonna be a slobber knocker. Welcome tonight, all you enthusiastic wrestling fans out there, to the GM main event of the night. I'm Jay Anna, and I'm joined by regular co-announcer Lord Alfred Hayes. Excuse me, Lord Alfred, I just kind of had a bit of amnesia
Well, you're
there.
just having the king here, so that's probably why you've done that.
That is probably why. You are correct. And also joining us tonight is our special guest, Pepper. Pepper, welcome, Pepper. You're from NSW Wrestling.
Good night, guys.
Good evening to you, sir. Boy, do we have a surprise for you tonight. The GM, that's our general manager, has come to realize that there are many ongoing factions in today's new Stampede Wrestling. And in a bid to destabilize, this is the GM hosting a showdown between 4 key members between the 2 main factions.
That's right, JR. Focus on 4-way, elimination, no DQ, anything goes match from the best of the best. I cannot wait.
That I surely cannot, Lord Alfred Hayes. Well, I tell you what, it's only just recently that the build-up to this event has caused a bit of a stir between the factions, and I'm led to believe that new rivalry has been formed between the Preacher and the Icon, 2 very talented young men, I must say. Tag team champions of the world, I believe it or not.
That's right, JR. Both the Preacher and the Icon have been put under quite some friction. But who's top of their faction? What I've heard, now don't quote me on this, but the Preacher, he seemed to think he become better respected with the fans and become more of a highlight. Definitely the moneymaker. He believes he runs the show for their tag team, leaving the Icon way behind in the shadows.
I refuse to believe that, Pepper. I really do. But in NSR today, you just can't tell. It's a shame if that's true.
Well, they will be facing Crash and Burn, the former tag champs, who indisputably will be not on the same team tonight. And I tell you, G-Dog and Christian have got the work cut out for them. So without further ado, let's get this main event underway.
I can't wait, JR. I'm so excited.
I'm totally psyched. Sorry, I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit the fatal 4-way for the new heavyweight championship belt. And in this contest, as ruled by the referee with sanction from the GAM, this match is now a no DQ matchup. Weighing in at 110 pounds, the legendary Icon.
I'll tell you what, guys, the Icon struggling out like he owns the place. He is full of confidence.
He losing confidence.
He is indeed losing confidence. Who you blame after the September showdown? But now it comes down to this.
He's looking fun.
He looks fun. Is that tan I see? He looks tan. He looks tan. I hope that he is going to be okay for this next match.
And weighing in at 231 pounds, Crash and
I tell you what, this man looks serious. When his interview there, he looks like he is ready to take a fill on fire.
He looks like an up and coming. He's up and coming.
That young man seems to be full of confidence. I cannot wait to see what he is capable of in the ring. I tell you
and
what.
weighing in at 120 pounds, the Preacher.
I get chills down my spine listening to this, Lord Alfred. I tell you what.
You just have to watch, because he is the man who's going to win the match for our money.
Look at that specimen, Pep. What do you think?
This is exciting. Very exciting.
Much more strange than usual. I think you're the Preacher.
A young man that seems to have embraced the dark side.